Oh, here. Okay. Hello, anybody that's watching right now. We're going to get started here in probably 5 to 10 minutes. Let me see. Tracy. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see there's viewers. I'm assuming Tracy's going to be getting on in here in a second. So they're setting things up on there and trying to get the TV connected and everything. So if you are watching, just hang on a few minutes and we will get started shortly. And Tracy, if you're watching, let me know if you have any questions on how to log in or to accept your invite, or if I have to re-invite you. Whoa, these are different effects. That makes me look tan. I like that. Okay, Tracy said that it's configuring something, so she's hopefully about to accept the invite. Hello. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And so you accepted the invite and everything and it, because you have a camera. I mean, I kind of assumed that, but that might be a dumb question to be asking now. We're live and you have two viewers, whoever that might be. So they're watching the action. Um, yes, yeah, so yes. Wait, no, but that's not the invite because I invited you, and it's usually real because I haven't done it in a while. But usually when I've done it, you literally just have to accept the invite, like, and then it'll say join hangout. I mean, I can re-invite you and see if it prompts you again to do something different. Okay, I'll re-invite you guys. Hang on. See, anybody can do this. There we go. I've re-invited you. Is it doing anything? Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes. No, you should just be able to accept the invite and then it should log you. Do you guys have FaceTime on your phone? Hmm. Yeah, if you don't have it, then yeah, that might be it. I I guess we should have test run this a little earlier. Everybody's learning together. Mhm. Okay, good. So yeah, once you join, we should be together in the same circle. Yay, I see you coming up. Good.
You see me coming up? Okay, so hi, Jenny. Okay, bye. Okay, so now anybody else that wants to join us right now is what? They click on.
I wouldn't have anybody.
They have their, and then we'll see them as they start to. Oh, hold on, I gotta get you. Where's my volume?
Oh, am I muted?
Have Sherry help you too if you need it, because she's good with computers.
Where's my volume? Hold on, Jenny. She's still talking. Oh, right here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
No.
You're good. I can hear you.
Where's my volume?
What program are you using?
Oh,
Google Hangouts?
Google Hangouts. She's still talking.
I can hear you.
Can you right click somewhere?
Hold on, Jenny. I gotta get a voice here.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, did you mute yourself?
Yeah. So it must be this one with the microphone. There you go. Mute.
No.
Mute now.
There you go.
Okay, I think we just muted
Yeah,
it. Maybe she
when
muted
it's
it.
red, it's mute. What's that red one?
Hide participants.
What about?
You here before?
Yeah. What?
I wasn't in there before. No. I just have to,
Oh.
I'm having a major hot flash. You know, the silly little menopause thing we call. Oh.
Can you guys hear me okay?
No.
Okay. We might have to choose an alternate option here. Hey. See, you're frozen on my screen. Are you guys, am I on the smart TV yet? Can you see me talking currently?
I can't see you. You're frozen.
Oh, now she's better.
Back.
And then the big screen. Hold on 1 second. And then the big screen is saying that it's forbidden on the TV. Okay, you're moving now. Okay, am I moving?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe we're gonna have to do this through because I can't get the speaker to. I can't unmute you.
You can't hear me?
Unmute. Mute. So I can only hear you through my phone.
Really?
Yeah, I can't hear you through this. And we were just playing around with it to see. And I don't know what to do.
Should I try to sign on my computer?
Yeah, try yours. Can you, well, Audra, what's your Google account? AudraRutnick.arbonne@gmail.com. Do you have Audra's email? She's gonna try it on her computer. But, I mean, everything's working here except for the speaker, so we just walk around with our cell phones, no?
That's weird. Because I can hear you on the computer.
Oh, you can?
Uh-huh.
Oh, because I can't hear you on my computer, so I don't know what's
Yeah.
wrong.
So you're
I
actually
have-
not just on email, but you're...
No, I've used volume on here before. I don't know why, but on the top icons, it's saying that, it's saying it's not muted.
Yeah.
So oh, wait a minute, what's down here?
Good.
My speakers are on all the way,
Hold on.
100%.
Oh, see our camera now.
That's off, that's on. So you can hear me, I can't, that's
Yeah.
bizarre. Okay, talk to me so I can see if I can hear you.
I'm talking to you.
No, did you hang up the phone?
No, I just put you on mute.
Oh, okay, there you go. Son of a bitch. All right, so
So what's Audra's
email again? Audra is going to be Audra Rutnick .arbonne@gmail.com.
I'm Tracy.
Sherry,
Nice to meet you.
And then
here, so we'll see.
yeah, she can see right here. Yeah. What's that? I can't hear you.
I said I know.
Audra, I need you to do your phone, I need you.
All right, 5 minutes. Okay. Here, Trey, grab this, because I can't see there.
So how do I know if people are signed on yet? We would see them down below.
Yeah, I can see, because we're not going to individually invite people on. They're just watching it like a YouTube video.
Okay.
You do? As you can see, we're in the learning curve.
Oh,
And this is our first.
hold on, Jenny, because I can't hear you.
All right, let me see. Let me open up Google Chrome.
Audra's doing hers.
Or maybe Sherry's doing mine.
Or maybe. All right.
Right? Oh, you know what? I don't see it.
I don't even know what time it is.
I know. Clock stopped. It's 7:21.
7:20?
Why is this like it? There we go.
Well, you want to go to Gmail, right?
Tracy?
Yeah.
So,
Hi.
get this to work. Well, then we're good. But if it takes another 5 minutes, I already have some pre-recorded DAs that you can play from Audra's computer.
Okay.
So it's not unfortunately live,
Right.
but at the very least.
And then we'll have to put you on a phone call with people for questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully Audra's computer works. I don't know why. I definitely have
I know. Yeah. That's really weird.
So I'm gonna go into my mail.
Yes. Hold on, Jenny. So you're gonna go into log into your mail.
That's my
Go to
Gmail. And then she just sent me. Bye, guys. Do I just go into, if I have an email, do I actually, I don't go into Arbonne, I just go into www.google.com or Gmail?
All right. I'm gonna play with
Or do I do Gmail? Do Google.com.
She logs in.
She logs in her email, like her email account.
Yeah.
Oh, Greta and George in here. Yeah, they're just dropping off the car.
Yeah, I know.
So if you're in your Arbonne hill, and then you're the Google Hangouts. Is that? Yeah.
No,
We're not going to Google Hangouts?
no, she wants you to go into your Google email and accept the invite. She sent it to your Gmail address.
Okay.
So go to your Gmail address. And then, loading. Now,
I got it. Thank you, sweetie.
did you send, Jenny, you sent Audra the thing, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, she doesn't have it.
Okay, I'll re-invite.
Sent you a message. So where is the message? Okay.
Google Hangouts.
Accept it. Hold on, Jenny, she's got it.
Okay.
And then
Let's
Jennifer.
join the video call.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just coming up on her now.
Ooh, yeah, too many electronic things yet.
Hang on a second.
About to join, I have.
Get that, okay.
This is what we do on.
Yeah.
And join.
Right.
There you are.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Jenny.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, good. I'm gonna hang up my.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so if you guys are ready, I know that there's people on a time constraint. I'm hanging up on Tracy. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
And
And
so if you guys are ready, like situate yourselves, the computer. Sorry that we're not on the big screen, but hopefully everybody can see me okay.
That's okay.
And then I'll make you guys big first, and you can share with everybody what it is that you're doing, and then I'll take over from there.
okay, so Tracy's going to do that now?
We're having difficulties because everybody's saying they can see us and see everything that's going on right now with us.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. But we can't
Bye.
see their pictures down here.
They don't know. They're not going to be on there. They're just watching us like it's a Google link, like a YouTube.
Okay. All right. And so we are actually waiting for 2 more people. They're going to be a little late, so I'm going to hand it over to Tracy. And then I am going to text them and see, and then we'll just get started, okay?
Awesome.
All right, hold on. Sit.
Yeah.
What's the best way to do it?
Let's go in the other room.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me text you. Cheers. Cheers.
Here's-
Okay. So I'm not sure, Jenny. I'm just going to put you right here.
Sure. That
For
looks
now.
comfortable. That's comfortable. I like that.
Okay. And I'm just gonna talk for the people that are out there watching, because I'm not even sure. How do I know who's watching and who's not watching?
Unfortunately, we don't. But so far, we have 3 viewers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we just don't know who they are, so that's good. So hi everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is a lot of fun. So I just wanted to start with my story and a little history about myself and why Arbonne is in my life right now. I have, the past year and a half I've been, in and out of the hospital, not feeling well. And, the doctor gives you, throws words at you and, ulcerative colitis and primary sclerosing cholangitis, autoimmune pancreatitis, and we can go on. And they're not sure exactly what I have or what I don't have because all the symptoms kind of blend together. But and then I believe that people come into your life for a reason. And I've been seeing a functional doctor and a medical doctor, and they each have different, polar opposite views on things. But the functional doctor's been really good with her vitamins, minerals, supplements, and everything that I need to be taking. And so going back to people come into your life, well, Amy and Jenny came into my life, and Amy being my mentor above my sister, and then Jenny being above them, and introduced me to Arbonne. So my sister and I took the packaging and literally compared it side by side to what my functional doctor in the city was giving me versus what Arbonne has. And they're the same. They're great. The only thing that's different is Arbonne is pure. Arbonne is safe for you, which Jenny will get into. more about that. So basically here to educate, basically here to inform everybody about what we're putting on our skin, what we're putting in our bodies, and to tell everybody that this will be my career move. This is what I want to do, and inform everybody about Arbonne and sell Arbonne and educate people. And that's my story. I am going to hand it over to Jenny, and she can tell you more about pure, safe, and beneficial products.
Yay. Thank you so much, Tracy. I'm going to make you small now. Hang on. I can do this.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. And then I'm also going to mute you, but I'll unmute you at the end. So let me see.
Okay.
Okay. I think I can mute you. There we go. Okay. Yes, so everybody watching, once again, thank you. Thank you for your patience. We had a little technical difficulty there, but that is a great point before I even get into what Arbonne is all about. This is Tracy's business launch, and this is something that's really exciting. We have been expanding our businesses in Arbonne, and one of the ways that we are able to do that is virtually this way. Tracy lives in New Jersey, where I currently live, but she also has a network outside of New Jersey. So we are doing this virtually in the way to be able to really get to everybody so they can still see face to face. I was supposed to be there in person, but I had a very long day at work and got a coworker was stuck in the mud. I work in the environmental industry, so I had just enough time to put on a nice top and some beautiful Arbonne makeup, but I am definitely wearing my dirty jeans from work, so you don't have to see that. So anyway, so this is just a really great example of this is really just going to be informative on what it is that the company is about. Like she said, the philosophy of the products, the philosophy behind our business, and the business model. And it is going to also be about network marketing in general. I urge any single person that is watching this on Tracy's behalf, thank you. Thank you in advance for your support. This support could look like you asking her how she's doing, how her business is going. We always love to know that our friends and family are invested in us. So just having somebody say, hey, how's it going? That's awesome. You might be interested in redirecting your own household spending on items that you're already using to Tracy's business, because we always love that support. We are a word of mouth business. We live and breathe through referrals. So hopefully you love the products as much as we do, and we can help you get up to 40 to 50% off of everything that you want. Lastly, this is an incredible business. This is something that literally anybody can do regardless of what you are currently doing right now. So I do urge you to listen with an open mind. This may or may not be for you personally, but you might have somebody in your mind that you think of that could really benefit from this business. So thanks again for taking the time. I'm going to just jump right into my story a little bit on why and how I got involved in Arbonne. So I actually started Arbonne 3 years ago as of April. So April was my 3-year anniversary. And 3 years ago, if you would have told me I would be doing what I do now with Arbonne, and that I would have my own home-based business, and that I'd be successful at it, I would have laughed in your face, because this was definitely not ever on my radar. I had no clue what Arbonne was in general. As far as network marketing or home-based businesses went, I was very uneducated, and frankly, I was turned off by them. But I learned about the business through a good friend of mine. I saw the life changes she experienced in a relatively short amount of time, and she was one of the busiest people that I knew. So the fact that she was successful at it, and I saw the support and the system of success that we have in Arbonne. And for whatever it was, the day that I heard about Arbonne, literally that same day, I jumped in with both feet. I had something in my gut tell me that this was something I had to try, and that's what it was in my mind. I thought, you know what? I'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I have some really great products I'm going to use anyways. Best case scenario, I make money sharing them with my friends. So that was 2 things. One, I was in the environmental industry, and I still am, but back then I was in the environmental remediation industry. So that means I was doing soil and groundwater sampling for contaminated soils with heating oil, gasoline, PCBs, very toxic substances. And while I love being in the field, definitely was not on my radar to be around all of these things the rest of my life. I was not super passionate about the industry. While it is very, very lucrative I'm still getting job offers in that field. It's definitely not something I felt in my heart I was wanting to do, but I really did not know what the next chapter was going to be. I didn't want to go back to grad school. I didn't want to take on another $40,000 in debt for something I may or may not use, but I really didn't know where it was going to go. So Arbonne came into my life. I gave it a shot. And I saw very quickly not only how it could affect my life, but how it could affect everyone else's life, and the fact that we have the ability to offer a gift to somebody, such as Arbonne. And so now I currently work for the United States Geological Survey. I am a hydraulic technician, so I'm basically in a river these days. So that's where I was today, or stuck in the mud with coworkers. But it is something that I love, and I was able to take this job because of my Arbonne business. And so I'm going to go ahead and just share with you guys the 4 levels of management in Arbonne, because of course everybody gets into this business to make a little bit of money. And for me, I didn't know what that would look like, but I will tell you now what the different levels are. So the first level of management is district manager. District managers make an average of $1,200 a month, and this is based on part-time hours. The second level of management is area manager, and area managers make an average of $3,000 to $5,000 plus a month, still based on part-time hours. And this level is very, very important. At this level, your business is willable to your family up to 3 generations. So this means, God forbid something were to happen to you, everything that comes into your business when you are no longer on this planet will continue to go to your family up to 3 generations. I always joke, my scenario is going to be I'm going to live until I'm at least 100. I will be beautiful and healthy because I use Arbonne, but even then I get to leave a legacy. Most people retire broke or in debt, and when they're no longer on this planet, if God forbid something were to happen and you got injured in an accident and passed away, that company is not going to continue paying your salary. So the fact that Arbonne offers that is really, really great. The next level is regional vice president, and that is where I just recently promoted to in April, actually. And regional vice presidents make an average of $5,000 to $8,000 plus a month, still based on part-time hours. And we also get a cash allowance towards a free Mercedes-Benz. And it is whatever car you want. It just has to be white because we stand for pure, safe, and beneficial. So I will tell you this, and my whole team knows this. I am a Subaru girl. As I said, I'm in the environmental industry. I'm usually playing in the dirt, and I'm always traveling with some kind of junk in my car. So for me, the car was not at all really a thing for me. That being said, I'm very proud to be where I'm at. I am very proud to be driving the car, and yes, it is fun too, but it's evidence to people. It is evidence of what is possible. It is evidence of what any single human being can have that wants to have this in their life. I have built my Arbonne business consistently on top of my full-time job over the past 3 years, and I eventually inevitably promoted to regional vice president. So I just want you guys to take that, because I was not good at talking about this. I did not have a business mindset. Frankly, I was very shy. So the fact that I've been able to grow and become successful and help others do this, know that it's possible for you as well. So the last level of management is national vice president. National vice presidents can make anywhere from $25,000 to $35,000 a month. Some make a little less, but some can make up into the 6 figures. And that is one thing for Arbonne, is there's no glass ceiling on what you can make. There's no ceiling on how many people you can bring into this business or how many people you get paid on. And you can start getting paid from day one. This is not a system where you have to get 5 people on your team before you get paid. From day one, you can start making a commission. So it's a really brilliant business model. I will tell you, when I heard those 4 levels of management, none of them made sense to me logically other than district manager. And even then I was like, oh, if I make $150 a month towards shoe money, that would be great. But in the meantime, I not only promoted to district, but I promoted to area manager within 6 weeks of my business. And I didn't know anybody. I'm from Tennessee originally. One of my reasons for starting this business was so I had a reason to talk to people about something I was passionate about. And when I saw that happen, and I saw the people coming into my business and their lives changing, that's when things totally shifted for me. So that's just a little bit about me, and that's also about the compensation plan. Once again, is 100% possible. I'm driving a free Benz, which if you would have told me that 3 years ago, same thing, I would have laughed. And I have met hundreds of people that are driving free cars because of Arbonne. I have met tons of people at the top of the company. Maria, who is my sponsor in this business and my mentor, she actually just promoted after 4 years of being in Arbonne to the top of the company. And that is really statistically what is possible. statistically 95% of people that stick it out in a network marketing company for 5 to 10 years inevitably make it to the top. For me, I'm living my life anyways. I'm a busy person anyways. I might as well fit something like this that is a lot of fun into the nooks and crannies of my life and really create an income where you get it out of it what you put into it. So it's really exciting. So now about the company itself. Arbonne is a 35-year-old health and wellness company. We are 100% Swiss formulated and botanically based. We are manufactured in the United States. We actually have our manufacturing facility in Irvine, California. We are the first company of our kind to be certified carbon neutral by UPS. So what that means, we use post-consumer packaging, soy-based ink, everything, even just since I've started. Our catalogs have gotten smaller. Our protein powder used to come in tubs. Now it comes in bags. We have wind and solar powered our manufacturing facilities. So in everything that Arbonne does, really we try to do the best thing that we can possibly do. So it's a really great thing just to see all the way down to our packaging. We really care about what we're doing. We are pH correct and hypoallergenic. We are certified gluten-free and vegan, and we have been for 35 years. So 35 years ago, people probably didn't even know those words meant. And our founder, Peter Mork, he was actually very forward thinking, and he had his chemistry background, and he knew that it took only 26 seconds from something being on our skin to get into our bloodstream, into our liver. So just as Tracy mentioned, she's had a lot of health issues impacting her life and a lot of mysterious things and not really certain on what is exactly going on and not really pinpointing exactly what's going on. But one thing that she has in her control is what she's putting on her body. And that is something that we are all really passionate about in Arbonne. Is at the end of the day, what you're going to leave with is an education to look at your labels and to really educate and inform yourself on what is in our personal care products, because it is extremely important. More and more evidence is coming out every single day linking personal care products to breast cancer, to lung cancer, to cervical cancer, to uterine cancer, neurological and hormonal disorders. It is the real thing. And these are products you're putting on your body day in and day out. So you might not see an immediate effect of something, but that is building up in your bloodstream and in your system. So it is really, really important what we are doing. So we are certified 35 years, gluten-free and vegan. We are also recently GMO screened in regards to all of our nutrition products. We are soy-free and dairy-free naturally because we're vegan. And we are also kosher, and part of our nutrition line, we just came out with a sports nutrition line, and they're certified by the BSCG, which is an organization that certifies Olympic grade nutrition products to be drug free. They are the highest standards and qualities that they can absolutely find, but basically all of these pre, during, and post-workout supplements that Arbonne has to offer are drug free and safe enough for kids and nursing moms to use. It's really incredible. So now the nitty-gritty part of what I was really interested in with Arbonne when I heard about these products, because I was not what I considered a product person. I used Dove soap head to toe, and I thought, you know, a $12, $13 moisturizer was like splurging. So just keep that in mind. Some people come into this and are product experts. I was not at all. However, I've always tried to take care of myself. I've had family members impacted with cancer. And, you know, so I've really been educated on certain things, but I was really never thinking about what I put on my body. But even for those people that are not product people, shampoo, conditioner, face wash, body wash, deodorant, toothpaste, any kind of hair care products. And if you do wear makeup, primer, foundation, concealer, eyeshadow, mascara, and then any kind of nutrition. So I was consuming a protein shake every single day, if not twice a day, just for the ease of it. So these are things going down your drain over and over. Why is this important? Why is it important on what we're putting on our bodies? And why is it important to look at companies like Arbonne for your personal care products? So the reason is because in the United States, it is completely unregulated what is put in our personal care products. There are no laws governing what is going to be put in a product, what is put on the labels, or what's going to be omitted, excuse me. So basically, you don't know what you're getting. It's very similar to the food industry, unfortunately. So what Arbonne does is we actually follow what's called the European Union Cosmetics Directive, and we follow several different directives, but this is the biggest one. It bans over 1,400 toxins and chemicals from being used in our formulations. While in the United States, there are currently only about 12 that are banned. So I heard that number, and immediately I was kind of shocked, but then not really at all. And that is one of those things that, once again, consumers are becoming a lot more educated. Not only do we ban over 1,400 toxins and chemicals, as Tracy mentioned in the beginning too, we are pure, safe, and beneficial. It is in our mission statement to be as possibly clean as we can be in our product. We are the best combination of botanicals and science combined that you can find. So not only do we have products that we know are safe for you, we will take it a step further. If something's even suspected of being toxic, we will stop formulation until we find a safer product or do more testing that confirms that it's an okay ingredient to use. Parabens, probably about 10 years ago, were not known to be cancer causing. So Arbonne used to have parabens in their products. Before information came out to the mainstream public that parabens were directly linked to breast cancer tumors, Arbonne stopped formulation of every single product they had and they took parabens out. So it's just really evidence to show that we really are on top of things and then some. So I will go ahead and actually go over some of these main toxins. You can definitely get more from Tracy or Audra if you want more information on the list of major toxins to look out for. So the first one is something I'm familiar with given the industry I used to work in, which is mineral oil. So you hear mineral oil, you think minerals, they're good for you. And all natural, that's a sticky word too, because arsenic and lead are technically all natural. That doesn't mean they're good for you. So be very careful with semantics. But that being said, mineral oil is actually a byproduct of petroleum. You take crude oil and distill it. You have gasoline on one side, and mineral oil is the remaining sludge in the bottom of the barrel on the other. And it is a filler. So a couple decades ago, these companies were paying billions of dollars to get rid of mineral oil in an environmentally safe way. And I know it's billions, it's ridiculous. Instead, they figured, hey, it's a large molecule, it's colorless, it's odorless, it lasts a really long time. Let's sell it super cheap to these personal care cosmetic companies as a filler. It's a win-win. Well, here's reasons why you don't want mineral oil in any of your products. The biggest thing is there is no purity standards for mineral oil. So it's not like it's put through a process and toxins are taken out. So known carcinogens like benzene and toluene are present in mineral oil. And even if it's a tiny, tiny amount, remember, that's going on your skin multiple times a day, every day. Our skin is our largest organ in our body. So you really want to be mindful of that. Another reason is because mineral oil is actually an occlusive toxin. So it acts like saran wrap around your skin. So when you're putting on a lotion or something like that, you're actually keeping all of those ingredients from going in. You're keeping any bad toxins from coming out. So you're shutting down your body's ability to detoxify, because typically we sweat. And when you're not able to sweat as much, it's staying in there. You're weakening your immune system. You're increasing your chances of getting sick. So you really don't want that on your body. Plus, you're taking away the quality of the product. Typically, at least 30 to 60% of a product is going to be mineral oil. And the remaining small percentage is going to be the actual good stuff. And mineral oil is actually the second cause of aging behind the sun, which I find even more ironic, because here we are putting this product on thinking it's really good for us, and you're not feeling the full value. So you will see when you use Arbonne products, which it took me a good while to get used to this, you might get a tube this big of face wash or of a moisturizer. And you think, okay, that's going to last me like 2 months. No, it's going to last you 6 months, because you need the teeniest tiny little amount, because it's 100% concentrated, highest quality you can absolutely find, no fillers, no harmful toxins. So the next thing you want to look out for is parabens, as I mentioned. Parabens are a known carcinogen. Unfortunately, the United States is one of the only countries that still allows parabens in their products. And parabens are simply preservative that allow products to be in warehouses for 30, 40, 50 years at a time. There are safer preservatives out there. Stay away from parabens at all costs. They're in every single product that you can imagine, but really majorly present in sunscreens and deodorants, and then any kind of, like I said, any personal care really. And then very briefly, lead in lipstick. The brighter the color, the longer lasting, means more lead. It's a neurotoxin. It's a heavy metal. It stays in your system. You want to stay away from talc. Talc has been recently contributed to cervical cancer, and that's going to be in your baby powder, your face powders, your eyeshadows, your blushes. And then formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is the #1 leading preservative in every single product out there, and people hear that and they're like, no way. They do not have to label that. And even if they claim that they label their ingredients, they can break it down into individual ingredients that are formaldehyde-forming compounds. So basically it means that when you combine these ingredients, they form formaldehyde. It's also a known carcinogen. You don't want that in your products. So now that the scary stuff's over, the next part that I'll tell you guys about is where does Arbonne rank to where everybody else is, because some people will say, well, I heard of Arbonne, I went to a party 15 years ago, or most people have never heard of Arbonne. So where do we rank? There are 3 different levels, and this is industry terms. The bottom level is, embarrassingly enough, American Beauty. This is going to be your Walgreens, your Walmart, your CVS. The second level is going to be your premium quality. This is going to be your department store, your specialty nutrition stores. So that's going to be your Lancome, your Chanel, your Estee Lauder, your Clinique. And unfortunately, even if it is a European brand, they're still going to have toxins and fillers in them. There might be less than what you're going to find in the American Beauty, but there's still going to be the fillers and the toxins in them. You'd have to go overseas to get the higher quality. And then the top level is going to be your ultra premium quality, and this is going to be usually boutique or appointment only, usually really hard to find. Something as little as an eye cream can be anywhere from $300 to $600 just for that one product. So needless to say, most people have never experienced that quality of product on their skin before. However, Arbonne is considered to be an ultra premium quality product. And that is an amazing quality. So people typically see results within 2 to 3 days of trying our products. However, we are priced below premium price points. So we're extremely affordable. And the reason this is possible is because we are a network marketing company. So now I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about the network marketing industry and why Arbonne is poised to be one of the, if not the global leader in network marketing within the next 5 to 10 years. And I get really excited about this, so I apologize in advance. So basically, network marketing, what is it? And this is, like I said, an industry I was really had a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't know what it was. I wasn't educated properly. So this is why I get excited to talk about it, to educate you guys. So network marketing is 2 different things. First of all, it is one of the oldest business models to date. It is also currently the fastest growing industry in the entire world, despite the fact that it is also one of the most misunderstood industries. Network marketing is where it's at, and why? 2 things. One of it is word of mouth advertising. We do it every single day of our lives. We are word of mouth advertisers. You talk about where you got your favorite pair of shoes, who's the best mechanic in town, who's your hairstylist, who's the best dog walker, where should you go when you visit San Diego, California. You go to real life people. You're statistically more likely to trust a stranger on Facebook than you are to actually any kind of print advertisement or marketing. We are smart. We're consumer smart. We're not looking at a magazine ad of Halle Berry with her Revlon makeup thinking she's actually going to Walmart to buy her eyeshadow. We know Jennifer Aniston doesn't dye her hair with a box dye from Target. We are smart consumers. We want firsthand opinions. And now, because of the internet and because of social media and the fact that we have instant access anywhere in the entire world, that also means we have instant access to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of opinions within seconds. So we are becoming educated. As soon as information comes out about something being wrong or bad, I mean, here in New Jersey, we just had a major bottled water recall because there's suspicion for E. coli being contaminated in all of the water. That was on the internet in a second, and it's all over. Anybody that lives in the area probably saw the article within a couple hours. So we trust the consumer. So with Arbonne, I use Arbonne every single day. I use the products. I shower with it. I use the makeup when I wear makeup. I use the protein products. I use all the nutrition. And I get to share it with my friends. And if they decide that they want it or they want to learn how to make an income and teach others to do the same, Arbonne pays me. That's the only difference. The second definition is an alternate distribution system. So when you go into a store, you only pay about 2% of the quality of the product because the remaining 98% left is going to be going into up to 6 different industries. You have the warehouser, the wholesaler, the retailer, the multi-trillion-dollar industry of advertising, and everybody in between has to get a piece of the pie. So that's why things like parabens and mineral oil are really great for these companies, because at the end of the day, for them, the bottom line is their money and what's going back into their pocket. So with Arbonne, we take the middlemen out. All we have is the manufacturer, which is in Irvine, California, and the independent consultant, and the only person in between is the client. So what means is all of that money, instead of paying Halle Berry $50 million to endorse Revlon, we're putting that back into the quality of our products. We are putting that back into the formulation. We are releasing cutting-edge products constantly, and not cutting edge just to a home-based business, cutting edge to products that are not out even on the mainstream market anywhere. We have Genius resurfacing pads, which they can tell you about after this video presentation, which I absolutely love. #1 selling product. It was released only 2 years ago, and it came a multi-million-dollar product instantly because the results are ridiculous, and there's nothing on the market like it. We have the new Phytospore, our pre, during, and post-workout products. as I mentioned, certified vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, GMO screened, and drug-free certified. There's not a single product on the market like that. So we're really constantly ahead of the game. Not only does that money go back into the quality of the products and back into the research and development, but it goes back to the consultants. Arbonne believes that a happy consultant is going to be successful and productive. So they treat us so well in so many ways, and I'm going to share you guys some of those things in a little bit. But then they also treat the clients very, very well. They really understand that there's a lot of options out there and that you're choosing Arbonne. So you have ways to get anywhere from 20 to almost 50% off for a full entire year just for choosing Arbonne. And you can get free gifts and free shipping. So that's where all of that money goes back into, instead of to advertising and instead of to all of these storefronts. So now, the thing that really got me when I was at my friend Maria's house learning about Arbonne, which, by the way, I didn't know I was going to an Arbonne event. I literally just hadn't seen her for almost a year and wanted to catch up. And to my own surprise, I left the Arbonne business that day. And this is what really got me excited. So because our network marketing is the fastest growing industry in the entire world, they're actually teaching the 4 key factors of network marketing in universities all over the United States. And basically they're saying if you're going to get involved in a network marketing company, they should have at least one of the 4 key factors, and it's a viable option, so you should move forward with it. Arbonne has all 4 key factors. And this to me is just a no-brainer. So the first key factor is a consumable product. What does that mean? When you have something that you consume, you're going to use it up and you're going to buy it over and over again. We have personal care products, whatever that looks like to you. You could just use shampoo and conditioner. You're consuming that and you're going to be regularly purchasing that. Statistically, especially in the United States, we are more likely to run out of eggs and bread and milk than we are any kind of personal care. So what does that mean? I mean, really, think about it. Like, you're not going to be in the shower washing your hair and, oh man, I should probably go get some shampoo. I've been out for 3 weeks. I'm just using water. You're going to have shampoo. You're going to have your favorite mascara, even if like money's really tight. You really like that mascara, you're going to have it. You're into your nutrition. You're going to have what you need. Like, that's something that we need. So when you consume something over and over again and you find people that really love a product and a brand, they're going to keep buying over and over again. The second key factor is marketplace demand, and this all ties together. Marketplace demand is so important, especially in business. Who do you want to reach? Who is your market? In Arbonne, literally every single human being on this planet. We have a baby line approved on 0 to 3 month olds. We have a #1 clinically tested anti-aging line. We have skincare for every type in between. We have aromatherapy. We have a C-Source detox spa line, which is one of my favorite lines. We have a full entire nutrition line, as I mentioned, for daily essentials, from your whole food vitamins to our fitness, to our weight loss, and to our workout. So every single area of fitness is covered. And then we also have a full entire award-winning makeup line. And I was not a makeup person because I'm usually working outside, but I love our makeup. I mean, seriously, this did not look like this an hour ago. I very quickly put on makeup, and I'm really loving the fact that I don't look blotchy and red from being out in the sun all day. So, but really, we have something for everyone. So that's why men and women do Arbonne. Men and women are extremely successful at Arbonne. There are a lot of couples that do Arbonne together. It is a brilliant business model, and this is something as big or as little as you want to make it. So this could be shoe money or vacation money or car payment or rent or mortgage payment, but this could also be life-changing. You might absolutely love your job, but know you're never going to get paid what you're worth. Or you might be hoping to be a stay-at-home mom eventually, and you want to be able to have this as your main income. Or you might be looking to retire and want to maintain your standard of living because you know that what you're going to be getting from the government is not going to be enough to keep that standard of living. So this is for all walks of life. So with marketplace demand in Arbonne, we have everybody from stay-at-home moms and teachers and doctors and lawyers and students and musicians, every single kind of person you can think of. And because of our mentorship that we have and the leadership that we have, I don't care what you look like, how you dress, if you like to talk to people, if you hate people, you can do this as if this is something that you want, and you will have an incredible support system get you there. So the third key factor is honestly what keeps me up late at night and wakes me up early in the morning in a really good way, and that is timing and trends. So right now, there is a huge collision going on between the health and wellness industry and the home-based business boom. If you are breathing and watching this right now, you are very well aware of these two things happening. The health and wellness industry is poised to be the next $1 trillion industry. The last $1 trillion industry we saw was the dot-com boom back in the 80s, just to give you perspective. So back then, if you were thinking, I should have bought stock in Apple, I should have bought stock in Google, and I didn't. Well, we are the equivalent of that in network marketing right now. You want to jump in and you want to get on now because there's massive things expected to happen. Once again, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, GMO-free, kosher. Everybody's looking for these things. Quinoa and kale, cleanses. You know, we're really talking about these things. The fact that Arbonne is 35 years old, we've had time to perfect what we're doing. We've had time to really put in all of that energy and money into where we need to put it to make this a really solid business and also really solid products that we're offering people. So people are really attracted to Arbonne, and we're still only at about 4% product awareness, but I guarantee you within the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to be a household name. So part of this is that LRI industry report is released every single year by Forbes magazine. So ours was released this past fall, and it predicted that Arbonne is to grow at least 600 to 700% between now and 2020. I always like to pause there. 600 to 700% between now and 2020 growth. That is huge. So my visual, because I'm a very visual person, is that there's this wave, this giant wave, and we are right here at the bottom. That's what ground floor means. I can't say ground floor Google. That's what that means. It's just inevitable that you're going to get to the top, that you're going to be growing. And that growth is exponential if you want it to be. It is ridiculous. And part of that because of this timing and trends. So the health and wellness revolution paired with the home-based business boom. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of network marketing companies out there. Not all of them are created equal. There are some really bad ones, and there are some really good ones. Obviously, I'm biased, but I truly believe Arbonne is one of the best because we do have all 4 key factors of network marketing, because we are part of the health and wellness revolution, because we have marketplace demand. But another part of it is our globalization that we're about to undergo. So right now, Arbonne is about to undergo one of the largest global expansions that network marketing has ever seen. We are currently only in 5 countries. We're in the United States, Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom, and Poland as of last year. We're going into Taiwan in 2016 and multiple countries at a time after that. Think about it. You may or may not know a single human being in any of those countries, but inevitably someone in your network or someone's network on your team will know somebody that knows someone. And I'll just give you an example from my perspective. I had a friend on Facebook, and I was just getting the wheels turning when I heard about we were going into Taiwan, and I thought, didn't I have a friend that traveled there, that had relatives there? And they actually came back and, sorry, but they actually came back and I messaged them. That's what it was on Facebook. And I messaged them and I was like, hey, didn't you have some people that are from Taiwan or lived in Taiwan? And actually she did. And she connected me to 3 different people that actually have been living in the United States but are from Taiwan. So right there, that's 2 countries that those people are going to be in within a few months. So really don't close your mind to the fact that you might not know anybody, because it's inevitable that you will know somebody. And if you're like me and you like traveling, you can use that as a business expense. I love traveling, and why not say, hey, Arbonne, and that could be a business write-off. So the next key factor of network marketing, which I think is almost the second most important one, is how this business is possible. Because a couple of my favorite objections when somebody learns about this business or any home-based business is, I don't have time. I'm so busy. Well, with Arbonne, we have what's called the results approach and time leveraging. And right now, this is an example of it. I called Audra and Tracy on my way home, and I said, I'm not going to make it in person tonight. I got stuck at work, but we're doing this Google Hangout. Let's do this. And so we're all connected anyways. I do phone calls to and from my full-time job. And you have a team of people supporting you all the time. The results approach is the interesting part. So we actually offer full-size kits of our products to pass out to people to try on their own time. And Audra and Tracy will have these kits for you to look at. But it's literally a full-size product. And for me, this was very important because it took out that sales aspect, because I was definitely not interested in being a salesperson. So that's another objection. Oh, I'm not a salesperson. Well, neither am I. I use the products so I can sincerely and honestly, with integrity, talk about my business, because that's what I do and that's what I use. But B, I offer you a full-size kit of our products to pass out and to try. And so that is really important. So this is what it'll look like. Say I run into Tracy and we're at the grocery store. I'm like, oh my gosh, Tracy, I'm so excited. I just started my own business. I absolutely love what I do. I know that you're looking for a little extra income, and I also know that you're really into some really pure products. I think you're going to love this. Why don't you take it home and try it for a few days? In the meantime, here's my business card, and on the back of it is a pre-recorded video or phone call, whichever you choose. You can learn a little bit more about this business opportunity. I absolutely love it. You have an amazing team of people supporting you, and the income is whatever you want to make of it. So take a listen and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, and that's it. So I could literally be that 3 minutes at the grocery store, or from my full-time job to my part-time job, or my full-time job to school, or my full-time job to daycare, or for date night with my boyfriend or my husband, whatever that might look like. So these products speak for themselves. First of all, you're complimenting the person that you're giving it to, because I'm not shoving a catalog in your face. I'm not just giving you my website saying you should buy something from me, support my business. I'm saying, look, I love these products. I know you will too. Take this home and try it for a few days. 9 times out of 10, people come back. A, they love it. And Tracy and Audra, I'm sure, are going to be laughing because before I officially met them, they were so excited. I know Tracy, like, she got the kit to try and was really sad to give it back because she didn't have hers in the mail yet. So you should ask her about that. But that's it. It's something that you didn't know you needed until you try it and you see the results, and it's incredible. So people either want to buy the kit or something in the kit right away, and it could be any of our products. Or B, they're like, oh my gosh, I want to invite my friends over. I want to host an event, and I want to earn up to 80% off of every single thing that I want. And that's something that you can do too. And this is a great way to support Tracy, because we do events of all types. Even if you live out of state, either A, will come to you, road trip, or B, we have ways that we can actually help you host a party, even though we're not there personally, and you can get the rewards for up to 80% off. And so that's just a really incredible thing. Or the third thing is somebody tries the products, they love them, and then they hear the phone call or watch the video and learn about the business, and they come back with questions, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to be talking about this anyways. I might as well learn how to make an income doing this. So that's really why these kits are important. So the more that you have, and the more that you have of certain products, the faster you will go. So the RE9 line is our #1 selling line. It's our anti-aging line. It is not sex exclusive. The eye cream is actually one of the top selling items among men. But that is something you can pass out. You pass out 3 or 4 of those at a time. So those products are working for you while you're at your full-time job, or you're on your date night, you're on family vacation. These products are working for you. And then also they are getting introduced to the business. So you're also growing your network that way. So it's just really, really brilliant. So to break it down time-wise, so say I only have 10 hours of work to put into my Arbonne business a week. I'm going to duplicate. We have an extremely simple duplicatable system of success, basically meaning you don't have to invent the wheel or reinvent the wheel or do anything. Arbonne has it all set in place for you. So you put in your 10 hours of work. You find 4 people to do exactly what you're doing. You're going to get paid on over 50 hours of work while still only putting in 10. Those 4 people are going to duplicate you, and they're going to want what you have. So they're going to put 4 people on their team putting in 10 hours of work. That's over 210 hours of work they're getting paid on, or I'm getting paid on. They're still getting, and then I'm still putting in 10 hours of work. And then they all want the same thing. So they're all going to get 4 more people putting in 10 hours of work. That's over 800 hours that I'm going to get paid on while still putting in 10. And they're going to be getting paid on their 210. So that's one of those things. It's inevitable. And this is something that Arbonne provides. We all have the exact same compensation plan. It's like a Facebook, and it's absolutely brilliant. So that's just really the perspective. I say 10 hours because it's easy math, but some people put in as little as 4 to 6 hours. Some people put in as much as 15 hours. It is really up to you. So to really uncomplicate things, because I know we're about to be done, because I know we have some guests that have to leave soon, to really take these things back to simplicity, all that we do in Arbonne is we have made a conscious decision to redirect our household spending on things we were already using and already purchasing to our own store. Instead of supporting some CEO and his vacation home and his dreams and a company that doesn't care whether or not we get cancer, we're putting it back into our own pockets. We are learning how to turn an expense into an income. And we teach and train other people to do the same thing. That is it. We are internet-based. We do not stock and deliver. We couldn't if we wanted to, because our products actually expire within a year to a year and a half of being used. And then we really just generate through word of mouth and through having an amazing support team. It is a very gratitude-based business. It is something that attracts amazing people. I did not know Audra and Tracy before, or Amy, who is their mentor. Amy is one of my closest friends. She just had a baby girl, which is why I'm helping with the launch, because she just had her second kid, which is amazing. But this is something that is why this is possible, because we are all here to work this together. So now I'm going to tell you the 4 ways to get involved. So there's 2 ways to purchase. The first is a client. The second is as a preferred client. And don't worry about memorizing all these details. The long and short of what you need to get out of this is you can get anywhere from 20 to almost 50% off within your first calendar year if you become a preferred client. It's only a $20 one-time fee, and you're going to get 20% off of every single purchase for a whole entire year. You could buy something today, and you could buy something 4 months from today. You'll still get 20% off. You have the ability to earn a free gift with your first $150 retail value purchase. You also get $10 of preferred rewards, which is on top of your 20% discount. And you also have the ability to get what we call Arbonne Success Value Packs, which are 40% discount. So once again, long and the short of it, it's incredible rewards that Arbonne offers you. On top of that, you get your own ID and PIN. So you get your own ID. You can log in whenever you want, and you don't have to talk to me. Which, I mean, we're here for your support. We are here to offer you samples of our new products. We are here to share with you any new information. Some people just like to shop online, and they don't want to have to wait to call somebody or get in touch with them. So that's great for 2 things, is you don't have to wait. And as a consultant, over time, you get enough people that are preferred clients, people that are regularly ordering nutrition, people that are once every 4 to 6 months ordering their skincare, people that are ordering gifts for the holiday season. They can order online, and I get paid on it, and I may or may not have to talk to them. So that just really, over time, is enough residual and passive income. The third way to get involved is what I mentioned earlier, is as a host. Once again, you get up to 80% off. We can do anything that you can imagine. We do 30 Days to Healthy Living, which is an incredible presentation. You get to sample our protein bars, our protein shakes. We have our hydration. We have vitamin B fizz sticks. Have everything that you can think of. So you get to sample all of our nutrition and learn about our 30 Days to Healthy Living program. We are actually about to start our next group. So if this is something it's a summertime, I know a lot of people are looking to get on track. This is not a diet. This is not something where we say you do this for 30 days and then you just crash and then go back to where you were. This is truly about learning and educating yourself on living a healthy lifestyle from the inside out. I use our nutrition products every single day. I absolutely love them. I feel amazing. So if you are interested in that specifically, definitely ask me or ask Tracy, and we can give you more information on that. But you can also do mud masks and margaritas. We do detox skinny wraps. We do makeup and martinis. Really, anything that sounds fun to you, whatever intrigues you or interests you, we can put together a presentation. And that being said, don't think it has to be a big ordeal. By all means, if you love snacks and fancy drinks, you can do that. But you can also just have a kitchen table and everybody wears sweatpants, and we will bring all the products. I always like to say you do not have to have an event or parties to do Arbonne. You can build your business significantly just through passing out those kits and doing phone calls and coffee chats. However, I encourage everybody to try both ways, just because you're going to diversify yourself and you're going to get in front of a lot more people when you do group presentations. So the most exciting, and of course my favorite way to get involved, is as a consultant. So as a consultant, we get a 35% discount on all of our personal purchases. We have the ability to get up to 80% off of every single thing that we want. We get a 35% commission on all sales direct to us. We get a 15% commission on all preferred clients. We have the ability at every single management level to start earning our cash bonuses. Recently, Arbonne actually upped it to where they allowed us, basically, I'm a regional vice president. I get paid on myself 4 times. So yeah, that's another detail. When you become a district manager above, you start getting paid on your own purchases. But what happens is you can earn a bonus at district manager, area manager, regional vice president. We used to only get paid on the highest one we earned. Now we actually can get paid on every single one. which is incredible. And we also get an override percentage of our whole entire team sales on top of our direct commissions. So that's where those salaries, those average salaries are based off of and how they're possible. And what this means is we are a gratitude-based business. We are a mentorship-based business. This is not a recruiting business. This is not a business where we just bring people in for a quick buck. We are here with you 100% of the way, and we are not successful until you are successful. Until you start making money, Arbonne's not going to pay me money. So it's a really incredible system the way it's worked out. I know that sometimes people have questions in regards to how it all works. So once again, feel free to reach out to me with any more specifics on how our compensation plan works. We also have incentive trips that Arbonne releases, and I actually earned the incentive trip for this year, which is really, really incredible. And it's a 7-day all-inclusive cruise to the Royal Caribbean, paid for by Arbonne for two plus $1,000. And I didn't do anything special. I just followed the system and was consistent in my business on top of my full-time job. And that's something anybody can do. You can bring your kids. You can bring anybody with you. It is so much fun. And the fact that I can offer that to other people, I absolutely love. That is what I really get out of this. And Arbonne really fills your life with gratitude and with tools to really help you in every aspect of your life. So the last thing I want to end with before I say goodbye for now is going to just be the 2 questions that were asked of me when I heard about this opportunity. And I always like to ask them because they're not necessarily things we sit around thinking because they're kind of scary. But the first question is, if you continue doing what you're doing right now for the next 5 years, where do you see yourself, especially financially? And if God forbid something were to happen to the mainstream of your income, how long could you survive on what you have saved? So 3 years ago for me, I was working a full-time job in the environmental industry in New Jersey. I had a salary and benefits. And savings was definitely not a word in my vocabulary. Debt was, multiple credit cards was definitely in my vocabulary. And so these were things that really got me thinking. And the whole surviving on what you have saved, like I said, I was like, maybe a week. And that's the thing for people. This is something that's a plan B. It can become a plan A at any time. This can be a little thing for you. This can be a major thing for you. I did not know what I was going to be getting out of Arbonne. I seriously laugh when I look back to the day that I decided to jump in because I didn't know what I was hoping to get out of this or expecting to get out of this. But as soon as I saw that it was actually real money and decent money and it was an easy system and we had the support and that I was able to offer it to people that I loved and that I enjoyed being around, that's where it really shifted up a notch. And for me, being able to leave the environmental remediation industry is huge. It's a very lucrative industry, but I'm so grateful that I don't have to be part of it. Some people might want to retire with their full-time job. That doesn't mean that you can't do Arbonne or you shouldn't do Arbonne. Multiple streams of income is where it's at. And who is really the one to determine what you are worth or what your value is? This is not about me having a lot of money. This is about me having choices. This means, God forbid, somebody gets sick, you can take time off of work. God forbid something happens and you have to offer money to a friend or a family member in need. I'm able to do that. So that's really the big picture of what this is about. And the fact that we get to educate people on safe products is even more incredible because people leave with an education at the end of the day. So once again, I really want to thank everybody for being patient in the beginning, for sticking on and watching from home or wherever you're at. I hope you guys have an amazing time. I'm going to turn off the recording, but I will stay on the computer. And so if anybody has any questions that is in person at Tracy and Audra's house, if you just want to come up to the screen and ask me any questions, I will definitely be here for that. So thanks again, and congratulations to Tracy for getting started. Yay!